Hey, it's Travis from the Nerd Store, and it's time for your comic book countdown. This week at number 10, we have a couple of talking animals from Marvel. We have Spider-Gwen, featuring a lot of spectacular spider ham. And we've got Howard the Duck, the sassy duck detective. Number 9, we have Helpless Great Warrior for Kaboom, number 2. Again, I'm really enjoying this as a kid's comic. It's really something that you can sit down and read with your younger kids. A lot of fun. Number 8, we have another compilation. This one is put out by Penguin Press. It's called Meanwhile. I move my hand. You can read the title. Again, with a lot of the compilations, there's some really good stuff in here, and there's some stuff that's not so great. But it's definitely worth a look at to see what there is. Marvel is continuing on with their Star Wars comics, and again, number 3 was pretty awesome. I'm really glad to see Marvel doing so well with these. Number 6, we have the movie variants from DC again this month. These are pretty fun. I really, really love the Mars Attacks spoof cover. And now for our top 5. And at number 5, we have The Surface from Image. This is hackers versus Big Brother government. The fun twist on this one is one of the hackers is actually the president's son. So we got some family drama happening too. Number 4, this is really exciting. I don't know how many of you guys know what Ashcan comic is. Ashcan comics is usually reserved for these super indie titles. They're smaller than normal. Smaller pages size equals cheaper print runs. Don't see a lot of these anymore. Well, Dark Horse has put out 3 Ashcan comics of titles that have not come out yet, actually. So these are a preview into what's coming out in the future, and they've got some really killer titles on here. Rebels, Archie vs. Predator, which I am super excited about, and Fight Club 2, which I know a ton of you guys are super excited about, not just me. So every shop got one of these so we could see what the new titles are going to look like, and they look awesome. We also are allowed to put these out for sale. So I've got the Ashcan Collector's versions out on the shelf. Number 3, we have Southern Cross. Again, Image. This is one in which we're headed out into deep space to find the answers behind our main protagonist sister's death. So she died out on one of Saturn's moons, and we're not quite sure how her death came about, but she was in a pretty comfy job out there. Shouldn't have really happened the way it did. So, more Image. Spawn Resurrection. I was very pleasantly surprised with this one. Spawn's kind of a cool character. He is dark and he's brooding, kind of the good guy in hell. In fact, very literally the good guy in hell in this comic book, and I really enjoyed this. Number 1, I've got 2 different Batman titles at 2 different ends of the spectrum. First, we have an Endgame tie-in from Detective Comics. Endgame is, in fact, the return of the Joker. But the big one, the one that really excites me, was actually Batman Arkham Knight. This is a prequel to the Arkham trilogy. It ties in with the video games. This was super well done. Very, very big bravo to DC for this one. It's dark. We do not get to see a rested up and happy Batman throughout the whole thing. It's one of those days where after he kicks everybody's ass, somebody else pops out and just wails on him. So I actually really enjoyed this one. I think that this series has a lot of potential. Let us know what you think. Again, we're located down at 807 8th Street in downtown Greeley, and on Facebook at facebook.com/The Nerd Store.